Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have a weekly wrap up and weekend news for you. Last week just slipped out of my fingers. I don't know where it went. It just ended up getting really crazy towards the end of the week. I was going to film something Friday, but then I went to my boyfriend's friend's birthday party, and then Saturday I went to the beach, and then yesterday was just I was trying to finish a book, so I wanted to make sure that was done beforehand because I started that book Friday, so I wanted it done before I made this video. So now that it's done, I can make this video, and here we are. So this is a weekly wrap-up and a weekend news because I'm going to show you everything I read within the last week. So the first book that I read this week was Emerald Green by Kerstin Gier. This is the third and final book in, this is the Ruby Red trilogy, but I could have swore it was called the Precious Gem trilogy or Precious Stone trilogy, or I don't know, something like that. But this book is it's about a girl named Gwen, and she is part of a time traveler not generation, but family line thing. They didn't think she would time travel because they thought it was going to be her sister Charlotte. I mean, not her sister, her cousin. And it wasn't. It was really Gwen. And the first book, I didn't really like. That, by the way, was the synopsis for the first book, not this one. Obviously, I would not spoil you like that. I did not really like the first one. I think I gave it 1 or 2 stars when I first read it. I want to say I read it last year. And I really was like, I don't like this. I put it down. I had no idea what I just read. I really didn't like it. Now, fast forward to January. I read Sapphire Blue, and it was really good. I think I gave it 4 stars. I really liked it. Then this one happened, and it went back down. It went back down to a 3. And that was almost being a little generous. I did not like this book. I've been in the mood for some action-y something. I didn't get it with Ignite Me, so I was like, I'm for sure going to get it in this book. And I really didn't feel like I got it. There's some twists in here that was okay, yeah, that's a good twist. I didn't see that coming. But other things, it was just kind of annoying. And the fact that all 3 books take place over a 2-week span of time. And there's this big insta love with Gwen and Gideon, which is not really a spoiler, but it's insane. Insane. And I feel like it didn't really it was just the end just kind of wrapped up really fast. They almost didn't really have to work for it at all, and it was just kind of weird. I didn't really like it, unfortunately. I would not go recommending this series unless you want a really pretty cover, because I don't get the hype. Now, the next book was something that completely reached all of my needs, which was great, and that was Sweet Venom by Tera Lynn Childs. I ended up reading the autocorrected proof one. I don't know why, but I did. I gave this book 5 stars. It was that good. I would say, if I were you, do not read the back. Do not read the synopsis. Because I felt like there was a plot twist that could have been a plot twist if they didn't say it on the back. There's something on the back, which I'm obviously not going to say, that isn't really revealed until the 210th page. This book's only 345 pages. So you could have totally left that out of the synopsis, and it would have been awesome. Because that would have been a really cool plot twist. So we start off this book with Gretchen, and she is a descendant of Medusa. And Medusa, the mythology behind Medusa is apparently wrong. Athena changed everything. And really, Medusa was guarding this spot where monsters could come through. And now that Medusa has been killed, Gretchen is now this warrior, and she fights all these monsters. One monster comes out every night, and she goes out, she finds it, and she sends it back to wherever it came from. And So that's her job. That's her role. Then we also meet Grace. And Grace just moves to this town, San Francisco. I think that's where Aggression is too. But she just moves here, and she's starting to notice things go completely wrong. I think she was at school or something, and a Minotaur came in, or like something crazy. So now she's seeing these monsters, and she's very concerned, and it goes from there. And I loved this book. It just had the right amount of action, and I don't know, it was a really, really easy read. It just like flowed, and I really enjoyed it. Like, mythology, girls, like, I don't know why, I just love it. It like reminded me like of the Percy Jackson series a little bit, except these people are older. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I cannot wait to pick up the rest of the trilogy. That is for sure. And then the last book I read is the book that took me from Friday to Sunday, and that was Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood. This is like the most gorgeous cover ever, which is why I had to have this copy and not the new cover changed one for this one. I don't mind the rest of the cover changes, but this one, I wanted this original hardcover one. And I gave this 3 stars as well, which is almost a little generous. I don't know what it was about this book, but literally every time I picked this book up, it literally made me want to sleep. The very first day I read 110 pages, and I was like, okay, like, this is fine. And then I went, like, to the party, whatever. Saturday came. I went to the beach. I didn't pick it up at the beach because I didn't want to, like, be rude to the friend that I was with. And I got home, and I was in that mood where I was just like, I'm not doing anything. So I was like, perfect. I could just read. I picked it up, I read one page, and my eyes started to droop. And I was like, I guess this is not happening today. So I decided, it's okay, you don't need to read today. So I didn't. And then yesterday came, and I had to power through this book. It was literally putting me to sleep again. Like, my eyes were going, and it was just, oh no, it was awful in that sense. So I don't know if it was me, or if it was the book, or what, but honestly, I don't know. This follows a girl named, why am I blanking on her name? I just read this book, why am I blanking? Kate, and she is a witch, and her 2 sisters are also witches. This takes place in, I want to say, the 1800s. This book seriously just jumps into the world, and you just have to grasp it and pray that you understand it because it doesn't make any sense. It takes place in New London. Not that I know where that is, but there's a priest like brotherhood in this town, and like they are very like controlling, and they don't want the witches to come back because they already had like this big like first terror, and they're scared of the second terror coming. So anytime somebody thinks that they're a witch, they will like arrest you, they will send you to like an asylum, or they will like kill you, or they will make you work, like they will take you away if they think you are a witch. So, of course, Kate is freaking out because her mother, who was a witch, is dead, so there's really no protecting her and her sisters, so it's all on her. And, of course, it's right before her 17th birthday, and before your 17th birthday, you either have to claim that you're going to join the sisterhood, which is, like, a place where, like, it's almost like the brotherhood where you learn and you study and you do this, or you have to say that you're going to get married, and, like, to who. So, of course, Kate is very torn because there's somebody who wants to marry her, but she really wants to save her sisters, but she doesn't want to go into the sisterhood, and she doesn't know what to do. And then there's another boy, which is spoilery in this synopsis, so I'm not going to say who he is, but she kind of likes him even though she's not supposed to like him, which was kind of like predictable. I kind of saw that coming, even because I didn't actually read the synopsis till like I was over halfway through. So I kind of predicted it before even reading that. But honestly, like, it was alright. It's just, it felt very, like, dry, and I didn't, like, there wasn't anything that was keeping it moving. It was just her being indecisive for about the entire book. And, like, they get, what do you call it? A governess who has a lot to do with what's going on in the book, too, and she's just kind of annoying. And I just didn't like it. Like, I think I would consider possibly reading the rest of the series, like, if I got them cheap, but, like, I might need some time before I pick them up because this just wasn't good. I keep rambling. I think it's because I read 2 kind of awful books in 1 week. So I'm going to leave it at that. I just didn't enjoy that one, unfortunately. So the favorite of the week was obviously Sweet Venom. I'm going to hopefully be filming more this week because I feel really bad for, like, neglecting you last week. So yeah, that's my video. Before this gets any longer, I'm going to let you go. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everybody.